Here is Uwe Boll with a neck warmer pillow because my neck is stiff. So, but the point is, I have to do another video on Harvey Weinstein. Now where he is fired, or, I mean, he's still basically the main stockholder. But let me summarize Harvey Weinstein up. Positive things. He produced a lot of movies he actually didn't produce. A lot of movies like The English Patient, Shakespeare in Love, whatever, were shot and financed by other people, but he was a genius in snapping that movies up on festivals or before festivals for like a few $1,000,000, and then they all signed his stupid contracts where they basically would never get any money out of it on their own, even if they spent 50 million and he spent 2. He got everything because he recouped his P&A and all his costs and all his fees. So the setup of him picking good movies early on, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, was clever. You know, he screwed everybody over in a way, but if you sign the contract, you sign the contract. I don't know how many contracts he broke. I talked with Jürgen Prochnow. He was in The English Patient, right? So the captain from the movie Das Boot from Wolfgang Petersen, he said also he never got any residuals on The English Patient, even if it went through the ceiling. But is that not the counting a lot of studios are doing too, as we know from various lawsuits, Sylvester Stallone, etc., when they think the studios owe them money. And I think overall, so Weinstein did a lot of positive things for the film industry in the way that he made movies big and getting Oscars who maybe otherwise would be overlooked or not acquired at all. So that credit we have to give him. He also developed Quentin Tarantino, and if we think about Reservoir Dogs and all the other Pulp Fiction, where also Weinstein believed in him, he did for the film history definitely good things. I heard like over all that years that he's personally a bully and a prick and an asshole to a lot of people, and a lot of people they dealt with him were very, very mad with him because they got screwed over, as they say, but maybe they only signed the wrong contract. So saying this, you know, and then I think that he felt coming out of nowhere that this kind of idea, he is the biggest independent film producer or film distributor ever, and he makes careers. And that is what I heard also from various actresses that he approached them. I heard also that Nicole Kidman, Gwyneth Paltrow, Scarlett Johansson, whatever, that he actually had affairs with all of them. It's maybe true, maybe not, but we don't forget, like, the people that come up now and say he's sexual, try to assault me. I don't know how many times it actually worked, how many actresses he got like this and fucked like this. I think it's kind of pathetic and funny, you know, like if I open a hotel door and I'm like a fat guy like him, whatever, and then you open it and you're in a bathrobe and your dingle hangs out and you assume they cannot resist you or whatever. I mean, he should know that, similar to Trump with Melania, Ivanka, etc., they all basically fucked him because of the money surrounding him, right? So the same, of course, with Harvey Weinstein was more the power. And I know that he told a lot of women, like, I bring you in a movie, I put you in a movie, I put you in a movie. If you basically blow me, fuck me, go out with me. But the other point is, what Hollywood producer is not doing this? I mean, a lot, right? So it's a lot of the women also, they say, it's a culture in Hollywood, and I totally agree. I mean, you know, they have middle-aged men running around and trying to date 20-year-old actresses. So, and then we have Donna Karan coming in today, and we retreated already, to defend Harvey Weinstein and say, look, some of the girls running around like total hookers, they have almost no wardrobe on. So why they're almost asking for it, you know? And I think that and then of course a big outrage and everybody flips out and say that is sexual harassment, that is not okay, Donna Karan, and she retweeted the news already. But of course it's true that a lot of young actresses in LA basically, I mean, they're ending at escorts and stuff like this also, but they try with their body and with whatever to make a career, and they think it helps them to get the job. And a lot of times, maybe it helped. I don't know, but it could be. So and that is the thing where we have to be. Women are not only victims. So they're also driving forces in taking the career in their own hands. And a lot of times, I'm sure Harvey Weinstein had very positive experiences with his kind of stupid I come to my hotel room and we discuss the script, and then okay, I'm in the steam shower, why not coming in, we discuss the script in the steam shower. I think that he was very successful maybe a lot of times with it. And I think also a lot of women he slept with maybe never getting a job in a movie, but I'm sure he's not the only producer who did it like this, So, but I think they should basically be honest about it and stand up to it and say, look, if you want to be in a movie of mine, you have to sleep with me. Now you decide. No movie, working still as a waitress, or movie getting scale, career ending nowhere, but you have to have sex with him. So, I mean, it's your decision basically what to do. But it's not always like the poor and super talented woman, Think about Gwyneth Paltrow, for example. Is she really talented? No. But was she in a lot of Weinstein movies? Yes. Got she like pampered up to be a star in a way? Yes. So I mean, I don't know what was the reason for it. Well, I don't know. Maybe because she was lucky. So I don't know. But the reality is that you have to see everything from various positions. That doesn't excuse, or there is no excuse for like blackmailing women to sex, assaulting women to sex, paying women for sex. It's like it's all facts and all reality. But is it a good behavior or not? It's definitely the worst piece of shit behavior, So, but there's a thing. I personally think Harvey Weinstein is and was an asshole, and thought he can control everybody and is getting away with whatever he wants. That is my personal opinion. And as we see, all his companies always huge in debt. Other people pay the bills, right? And then he gets richer and richer. But that is the typical thing for Hollywood or film producers. They don't put their own money, like me in Rampage, my own money in that movie. They would never do this. They only use other people's money, then they sucking fees out for themselves and dividends, getting richer and richer so they can finance the stupid hobbies of their wives and driving around in big cruise ships because they know the basic film business is shit. So, yeah, that about this. I think it was important to come up with another Harvey Weinstein point of view here, because if you read it up, they're really, really heavily in depth. And I think also the Weinstein Company basically needs now not a name change, they need to dissolve. I think that finally the banks and all that hedge funds who are getting pampered by them and big dinners, and then they're putting the money of their clients, not their own money, into shit like the Weinstein Company, they should get sued by their investors for like spending idiotic money in idiotic for idiotic never pay back situations. The Weinsteins will only be able to pay back money to the investors or what they owe with new borrowed money. And this is not Bernie Madoff in jail for it. Is that not the Ponzi scheme? Yes, it is, and because most of them are Ponzi schemes. So, goodbye.